Only Russians know how to sulk. They kind of ruin half of it with their rigidly coded bipolarity, but the ability to sulk is their strength. They understand what sweet suffering means. Haiva, dear readers. One of the most unusual comments in today's selection will be Finnish. So here's a Finnish greeting for starters. Let's take a break from the various outrages, curses, and complaints that occasionally fly towards Russia and Russians from abroad. Not everyone has a bad opinion about us. Many people genuinely like Russia, and that's very heartwarming. Even more admire at least some specific things or phenomena unique to our country. By the way, we often can't even imagine what exactly foreigners admire about us. Let's refer again to the review of a certain Finnish guy from the selection below. He claimed that Russians won him over with their ability to sulk. What this means, we honestly don't fully understand. Feel free to write in the comments how you'd interpret this mysterious statement. Well, enough introductions. Let's read how users on Quora.com responded to the question of what they like about Russia. We've picked the most unusual answers and translated them for you. Jerry McKenna. I'm one of those who loves Russian cameras. They were often simple but durable, and they frequently had excellent lenses. If you're a photographer or an astronomer, you're probably familiar with optical innovations that came from the Soviet Union, such as the Schmidt and Maksutov telescopes. Mirror telephoto lenses, once so popular, were developed in Russia. Amir Aharoni. A sensible approach to school education. School in Russia is a place for learning, not a daycare center while parents work or a site for holistic experiments. Sometimes strange political ideology gets woven into the curriculum, but once you remove it, everything becomes wonderful. Chris Judge. They're the best in the world at ballet. They're also quite good opera performances. They also have several world-class composers. Only Germany produced more. John Pocock. In Russia, women advance in their careers based on their qualifications, experience, and knowledge, not through laws and norms of political correctness, instead of talent or merit, as is now happening in the USA, UK, France, Germany, etc. Sean Clitheroe. Humor comes first. I've traveled all over the world, but only in Russia does there seem to be the same self-ironic humor as we Brits have. No matter how alien a situation we find ourselves in, humor always finds solid ground beneath our feet. Markku Nissinen. Only Russians know how to sulk. They kind of ruin half of it with their rigidly coded bipolarity, but the ability to sulk is their strength. They understand what sweet suffering means. This is how Northerners prefer to communicate, through a shared understanding of the delightful suffering of the offended. David Mason. Spontaneous conversations and parties on trains. Long summer days, folk music and dances, the Moscow Metro, village hospitality, garden plots, farm animals and homes.